My name is Brilliance. I'm a landing page and funnel expert. And this diagram you're looking at here is a custom funnel that we built out for one of our clients. And this helped him generate over $100,000 in 14 days, less than 14 days actually. And we took his conversions from 25% to 34%, which is 36% increase in conversion. So you want to stick to the end to see exactly how we build this out. Now, first things that we have here is, your traffic. Obviously, this is the most important thing that you need to pay attention to, because without your traffic, your funnel does not matter, your landing page does not matter. That's the first thing you need to fix. So for traffic, we have two main mechanisms and 5 different branches in total, which I'm going to be breaking down every single one of them. So you want to stick to the video to see exactly how all of these channels work. So you need to be on all platforms in order to increase your odds of success. I'm not saying you should install TikTok on your phone and scroll endlessly. As an entrepreneur, that's the wrong thing to do, right? But you need these platforms if you actually want to post, so you can get people to post on it, or create kind of a content distribution system and have people post on those platforms for you, because it helps with facial recognition and all of that good stuff. So you can see here for organic traffic, and we're going to get into the paid traffic in a second, but you can see for organic traffic, we have 4 different branches here, and we have YouTube, we have Instagram, we have TikTok, and we have Twitter. Now, I'm going to be breaking down every single one of them as well. So just stick with me here. So for YouTube, what you're going to be doing on YouTube is posting long form content, and this is for your middle of funnel. Now, your middle of funnel is usually for the purpose of your middle of funnel is to nurture your audience and build trust. This is the goal of your middle of funnel. YouTube has shorts, which helps bring people into your ecosystem, but most times from what we've seen, they bring in like a lot of shitty leads, or people who are actually not interested in the long form content that you have to provide. So in my opinion, I think shorts should stay as shorts and long form should stay as long form content. I don't think you should post shorts on the same channel as your long form content. I think it should be separated. And that's actually some advice I need to take for myself as well. Now, for your Instagram is going to be mainly composed of lifestyle posts, reels for top of funnel, stories for middle of funnel. And Instagram is usually, it's mostly entertaining and also educative to some extent. And you're going to employ this strategy, for displaying your personality and becoming more likable, because Instagram is it's a picture-based platform. At least that's what it was in the beginning. But right now we have so many different products in Instagram, like reels, and stories, and all of this stuff. So like I said, your lifestyle post and your reels are going to work for your top of funnel, because reels are being pushed. So when you post reels, the main purpose of those reels should be to attract more people into your ecosystem, and your lifestyle post as well should be to attract people and also nurture the audience that you have. However, your stories are going to be for middle of funnel, and they're going to help you nurture the audience that you already have, because your stories are not going to be shown to non-followers. They're only going to be shown to people who follow you. So TikTok. Now, TikTok is kind of the king of relatable content, and you need to make sure your content is relatable. If it's relatable, TikTok is going to push it to more people. That's kind of the way TikTok works from what I've seen. And basically, you want to tie it. There's like a stack of cards, and you need to make sure that every single part of all of these cards are included in every piece of content. So number 1, you want to make it relatable. Number 2, you want to make sure that you're passing across the message that you're passing across the message you want to get to your audience, which may be educative, something of that sort. And then the last is you want to give them a CTA. So that could be click the link to register for my webinar, click the link below to learn more, all that good stuff, right? So you want to make sure it's relatable, because if it's relatable, then it's going to reach more people. And if it also has, good educative content, then people are going to also stick to watch, to learn if they're your ideal audience. And then if the CTA is there as well, they're going to click to learn more, to sign up for your webinar. Now, the next that we have here in this branch is we have Twitter. And Twitter is a text-based platform. So when I say that, I mean, Twitter is based on long-form posts, threads, short-form tweets. Also now they're starting to push a lot more videos, so it worked very well. Videos work very well on Twitter right now. But the point is that, Twitter is like an email list almost. So Twitter helps you nurture the audience that you already have. So you can obviously create lead magnets that bring people into your ecosystem. But for the most part, you're going to be doing audience nurturing, and you're going to be speaking to people who already know who you are and providing them with value, so that hopefully, they can sign up for your webinar and, join your program, stuff like that. I personally, Twitter is kind of the biggest client acquisition platform for me, so I know that it works. Now, the next tier is going to be meta ads, and this is for our paid traffic side of things. So your meta ads is going to be for top of funnel to bring people to register for your webinar, and you ideally want to start running this ad at least 14 days before the webinar, so you have the bandwidth to test and get more people registered. It's very important that you give it some time, because Facebook is going to take some time to gather data and make sure it's pushing your ads to the right audience. So you want to start running that a bit earlier, and all of this traffic from organic and paid, are funneled to the webinar registration page. And I have a video that's going to be coming out this week, hopefully tomorrow, or maybe it's actually going to be out before this video. So, but yeah, we're going to, I don't know, we're going to do some sort of linking. But anyways, this is what the webinar registration page looks like. And you can see, first of all, we have this little text here that says be quick. And actually, I'm going to go in depth breaking down every single component that we used on this webinar, on every landing page that we use on this webinar funnel. I'm going to break every single thing down. So we have the eyebrow text here. We have the countdown for urgency. We have the headline. We have the subheadline. We have the social proof, and we have the CTA. If you watch a lot of my videos, you're going to know that this is the ideal structure that you need for your landing page to convert, because the goal is for people to click once they land on the page, because most people don't actually scroll, right? Most people don't scroll, and you want to make sure you're maximizing the intent once they land on the page. So you want to have as much as possible on your headline to help them make a decision. Now, for this registration page, you can see here by the stats on Google Analytics, we had 9,437 active users on the page, which is basically the amount of people that we have that visited the page. And we had 3,149 signups, which is a 33.3 conversion rate, which is absolutely high for an info product, right? Info products are usually between 20 to 30%. So anywhere between that, you should be fine. Now, from this page, after they click on the CTA, they're going to be redirected to the thank you page, and this thank you page serves a very important purpose. So first of all, we have the thank you video. And the second thing here is this add to calendar button, which is created by, we used a platform called Add Event. So webinar registrants are going to use the add to calendar button provided by addevent.com to add this event to the calendar so that they get notifications before the event. This is extremely useful, and it's a lot more effective than email, because these people are getting the notifications directly on their phone notifications, right? But if it's an email, most people don't check their emails, number one. Number two, email has like a way lower open rate than something like, your notifications, and something like Facebook group as well. I've seen a lot of people using Facebook groups and Telegram groups. So you want to make sure that these people are adding the events to their calendar. This is something that is going to literally 3x your show up rates. It's going to massively improve your show up rate. So if you're not doing this, you need to start doing this right now. So after that, the registrants are also added to the email sequence where they get value, and also they get webinar reminder emails. Now, there's also a step 3 here on this thank you page, which is adding them to some sort of community. Could be Instagram, could be a Facebook group, could be a Telegram group, could be any of this stuff, could be a WhatsApp group. Because just like I said, these platforms, these groups have a higher open rates than email. So it's way easier to get people to respond and also get people notified about something that you're running when they're added to these groups. Extremely important. You always need to make sure you're doing that. Now, they are added to the email nurturing and reminder sequence. And so the reminder sequence is going to contain the webinar link. And so for this particular live webinar, we had 1,400 attendees, as you can see here, which is basically a 45% show up rate when you calculate it. And because we had 3,000 people, register for the webinar. So after the webinar, I have a video breaking down what a webinar is. It's going to be maybe linked below. But basically, a webinar is a value. It's framed as a value extraction live stream where they come to get value. They're not obligated to buy anything, unlike a sales call. So after the webinar, they're redirected to the Typeform page, and we had 409 people fill this application form. Now let me explain how. So you can see with these analytics here, you can see here on the schedule page, which is the call booking actually that was kind of a mistake with naming. But basically, this schedule page is the call page, and this call booking page is the type form page. So we had, after you fill in the type form, you get redirected to the call page, which means 409 people got redirected. That's why we have 409 people who landed on this particular type form page, if that makes sense. Hopefully that wasn't confusing, but anyways, so after they fill out the form, if they don't qualify, they're pushed down to a lot lower ticket products like a community, and their call is cancelled. And this prospect always can be ascended into a higher ticket program when they qualify. So you can see what the type form page looks like. You can see the headline. You can see the type form embed there. And then after that, they are redirected to the call booking page. And you can see the call booking page here, very simple. And by the way, you need to be taking inspiration for this because this performed extremely well. So I think, all of this stuff that I'm giving you guys is absolutely, we're not supposed to share this, but I'm sharing this because, I want to give you guys as much value as possible for free. Now, after the form is filled out, they schedule a call with the sales team. And the goal of the sales call is basically to get them to close. And we have two different things that happen after the sales call. So if they don't close, we add them to an email nurturing sequence. And if they close, we upload them onto the program. Now, if they don't close, they're added to the email nurturing sequence that is going to show them more social proof. And it's going to show them maybe more things about the program and how people are winning in the program. This is extremely important when people don't close because they might have some doubts and maybe they need some more information before they take that decision. Now, they're also going to be sent links to directly apply for entry into the program again or join the webinar where they're going to be sold on the program again. So as you can see here, we have two different arrows. One is leading to the type form page and this other one is leading to the webinar registration page. So guys, remember, that's all of this stuff that I just broke down to you. This is proprietary information, if that makes sense. But all of this is completely useless if you don't make use of it. So the reason I'm putting out these videos is I want every single person to get value from this. I don't even have ad revenue turned on. I don't even think I'm at the point where I can get ad revenue. So this is basically free source. Hopefully when we're 100K, then we can start getting some ad revenue, but it's not like that matters much. I just want to make sure that, you guys get as much value as possible from these videos. And yeah, so if you got any value out of this video, please make sure you like this video. Please make sure you subscribe to the channel so you don't miss out on videos like this. I have videos coming out every week. And also, if you need a funnel or landing page built for your info products, your consulting service or your coaching program, please make sure you click the link in the description, schedule a one-on-one call with me, and I'll see if and how we can help you. Now, remember, all of this stuff is not useful if you don't put it to work. You need to put it into application. And I hope you guys get the best results from all of this video that I'm giving out to you guys. And with that being said, my name is Brilliance, and I'm going to see you guys in the next video. Peace.